Hello, hello. Oh, hello. Hi everyone. I know it's been a really long time since I've come on here. I haven't filmed in a very long time. Admittedly, I feel a little bit like nervous and awkward, so bear with me as I kind of ease back into it. As I've done in a previous year, I think it was 2020, just kind of a look back at the year. It is currently Saturday, December 31st, the last day of 2022. I just need to let that sink in because where did the year go? I feel like we say this more and more every year, but just so much happened and time doesn't even feel real. I quite literally thought that the look back at 2020 was last year, and yet we're headed into 2023 and I just don't quite know when or where I am. That's very disorienting, but you know, we're all in this together, right? But yeah, I don't have anything major I want to talk about. It's just a casual look back at my year. I was just trying to jot down some thoughts just so I have some semblance of organization. It's just always such a good opportunity to look back and reflect on things. So here we go. For starters, my hair is so much longer than it was at the start of the year. I will try to upload a photo or something from earlier this year. But yeah, my hair grew out like crazy. And I have curtain bangs now. I don't have like the full like Korean see-through bangs anymore. Will they make a comeback? I don't know, but for now, this is what we're working with. Going through my calendar and just trying to recall what happened, going through like my photos and also the old Noggin archives. Here's just a ramble of things that happened this year that I thought I would know. Okay. So one of the bigger milestones I'll say that I went through was my second relationship. I won't go too in depth into that right now. I will just say that it started and ended within the first half of the year. It was pretty painful for me, to be honest. Obviously breakups are always hard, but this one just had a different kind of weight to it. Someone being so close to your family, someone that I almost even planned my future with. And there were just so many complex layers to it that just made it hit very, very hard. So it was just painful for everyone involved. I will say the silver lining in that, as I always try to look for, is that I discovered a lot about myself. I learned about just things to look for in a partner. It took me a while to recover from kind of the repercussions of all of that. I don't even think that I'm 100% healed right now, but classic Phoebes, I just try to bury my emotions until they come back and get me. So we'll see how that all nets out, but I'm mostly okay right now. Yeah, I'm okay. But yeah, so some other more lighthearted things. One is that I drove more. I got more comfortable driving. I did drive by myself for the first time, even if it was a short distance that I was really familiar with. It was the first time, so I was really proud of that. It's not so much that I feel like I'm a bad driver. I just am so scared for other people's lives. Like, not even me. I'm just so scared of like doing something wrong that will hurt someone else. So I just get so paranoid and scared that I'm just like, I better just not. But that is a skill that I want to get better in so that I can be a little bit more independent. And also just my dream is to drive late at night with like no one else on the road and I jam out to my favorite songs and not care about what anyone else thinks. That's like a dream of mine. So step one is to be able to drive really comfortably. So yeah, I was proud of that. I also started to learn Japanese. I, for some reason, started getting very active on Duolingo. I remember trying way back to learn Chinese, and for some reason that just didn't stick for me. But Japanese, I am picking it up very quickly, I think. And it's just fun because my mom and brother both know a little bit of Japanese themselves, so it's been fun to just learn new things and have casual conversations with them. Isn't learning just so wild? Like a month ago, I couldn't even ask people like, what is your name in Japanese? And now I can do that. I can answer people. I can tell people what my name is. And I know stuff beyond that, like food, how to order food, ask what time it is. Just the fact that I didn't have this and now it's just in my brain. I know things. Like, for some reason, that blows my mind in the best way. Really excited about that. I went on 2 business trips for work. It's just like crazy to be back in an office environment with other people and just be so stimulated all the time. So again, it is exhausting, but a very fun and worthwhile experience. So that's great. I also did go on another fun trip for leisure to Las Vegas and LA with my family. That was super fun as well. So many memories. My mom I don't know if she's gonna like me saying this, but I have to document it even if I have to edit it out. My mom won like almost dollars. Like she won a jackpot in Las Vegas on this random machine, and it was this whole thing. That was really fun. And also LA was super fun, just eating all this good food, of course, seeing the beach. Ugh. We also saw my mom's old friend, 성경이 이모, so that was great. Also got to see the pastor and pastor's wife, 목사님, 사모님 in LA from a church that we went to when I was like 3 or 4. So they saw me, you know, all grown up. It was just super emotional. Like I cried, and yeah, they're like grandparents to me, so that was really special. Hopefully they'll be able to visit sometime next year. Let's see, what else? I cooked more with my mom. My mom and I actually TikToked a lot more this year. We made a lot of videos together, cooking, trying new foods or snacks or things like that. And yeah, I just got more active on TikTok. It was a long time coming. Everyone told me when TikTok first became a thing, they're like, Phoebe, that is like the perfect platform for you, because if you know, followed me on Instagram and you saw my crazy stories all the time, it was basically TikTok content on Instagram stories before TikTok was a thing. So I gave in, had so much fun with it. I definitely have like waves where I'm like super active, and then sometimes I'm just like, like I'm kind of like burnt out. So we'll see how that ebbs and flows in the new year. I also, during the summer, learned how to play tennis. I always wanted to. I always love like racket-based sports, but I never learned formally. And I had a friend who was like a tennis expert kind of teach my brother and I, and we just had a good time over the summer learning how to play. We are not good, but I just had so much fun, and it's like such a good way to exercise, because for me, like treadmills or running is not for me. I have sports-induced asthma, so having something more competitive and like fun really engages me, and it was definitely like a good way to work out. So I just loved it so much, and I can't wait for the weather to get better and play some more in the future. What else? Can you tell I'm getting more comfortable than the beginning of the video? I was like actually nervous. I think it was a really transformative year for me professionally as well. Our company had major layoffs at the very start of the year, at the end of last year and at the beginning of this year. Thank God and thankfully I was not impacted. So I got to keep my job, but it's hard when you lose like half your team to keep the lights on, just keep moving forward. Like it's emotionally difficult, but also work-wise, like it's just a lot to kind of take on. And then we also had a bunch of folks take maternity leave, which is great, super excited for them. But of course, then it was just another opportunity and a challenge to rise up and own a lot more. I just took on a lot this year work-wise, and I think it's been good. I'm really proud of myself for how I've risen to the challenge. I think the way people think about me is a lot different too, and I've just kind of like earned my stripes in that regard. So I'm proud of myself, and I'm excited to see what next year brings. I'm hoping a promotion, a pay raise, and a title change. We shall see though. Speaking of next year, we just booked our flight tickets to Korea. I haven't been to Korea since 2012, so it'll be 11 years since I've been back. There have been countless times I tried to go back to see like my grandma and my grandpa before they passed. I unfortunately couldn't go both times. I wanted to go in 2020 with my family. I think I included that in my looking back in 2020 video. So many blockers came along the way. Of course, COVID was a big one, and so I'm just so happy that it's finally happening. Now that it's like actually real, I'm a little nervous for some reason, but I know it's just gonna be incredible. My mom, my brother, and I haven't been to Korea together since I was a child. Probably like closer to 4 or 5 for my aunt's wedding. So this is also just a very emotional and like major milestone in our lives. My brother and I were able to go together when we were younger, but not with my mom. So I'm really excited to do that. It's just gonna be great, and I'll probably document that. I can't wait to see my family. Everyone outside of my immediate family lives in Korea. I haven't seen my cousins in over like 10 years. There are cousins that I haven't even met in person yet. I've only seen through Zoom or like Kakao Talk. It's just wild. I feel like I've missed out on their most transformative years, and so I'm really sad, but I'm also just so excited to to catch up with them and see them. I also, like I said, wasn't able to make it to Korea when my grandma passed and when my grandpa passed, and so visiting their trees where they're buried will be very emotional for me, but I'll finally be able to see them and pay respects to them, so I'm very excited for that as well. And also just catching up with my aunts and uncles. The last time I was there, I was obviously like 10, 11 years younger. I was like a teenager, so I can't wait to see them and talk to them as more of an adult. It's just gonna be so good. All the good food we'll eat, all the beautiful things we'll see. It's gonna be an expansive trip, but a good one. I need to learn that it's okay to spend money. I'm getting better at it. I know that I won't regret it. If anything, I'll regret it if I don't do that. So in true Phoebe fashion, I am rambling about things that I promised I wouldn't ramble about. It hasn't hit me yet that it's already almost 2023 by tomorrow. Seriously, where did the time go? But I'm so grateful that my whole family stayed healthy throughout the year. There's nothing more important than health, right? We all still did not get COVID by some miracle, knock on wood. But yeah, just that we all stayed healthy. We all battle with depression, and I definitely had my lows throughout the year, but I'm really grateful for the people that stuck by me through it. I know that I can be not the best of friends at times because I can just kind of can just pull away a lot and just be in my little own bubble, and it's not good. I know it's not good. I just am so grateful for the ones that have stuck by me and understand me truly, that it's truly not them, it's me. But they love me through that, and I am unworthy and undeserving, but I'm so grateful. I just am leaving this year with a lot of gratitude despite its hardships, and looking forward to 2023 with a lot of positivity, ambition, and just reminding myself to put number one first, care for others around me. Woo, why am I getting emotional? And of course, lots of snuggles with Kiki. Kiki? Ah, come here, my baby. Yay. Oh. My baby bear. Yeah, just have another great year, a prosperous year. Apparently, my mom says the year for rats is just gonna stay the same, but baby, we gonna make it different, okay? So I think it's gonna be a good one. Right, Kiki? I hope everyone watching stays happy and healthy as well, and cheers to 2023. Bye! See you later!